Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're gonna talk about how them Boston Celtics beat the Dallas Mavericks 120-100. Boston wins the season series 2-0 because they only played the Mavericks twice each season, and they was able to beat them twice already. Celtics go to 42-21 and 21-10 at home. They was at home in this game. And the Mavericks are the opposite. They're 21-42, but they're 7-23 on the road. Boston lost the first quarter 22-21, but they won the second quarter 37-31, in the third quarter 32-27, in the fourth quarter 30-20, having a dominant performance in this one. Chris Middleton, he kept trying to hit those mid-range shots. He took a couple threes too. He finished 2 of 8 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line for 7 points in 24 minutes. He also had 5 rebounds and 3 assists, no turnovers, and 2 personal fouls, and was a minus 18 and plus minus. He did what he could. His shot just wasn't falling in this one. And he tried to do some other things to help the team be able to stay in the game, but it got away from him. Dwight Powell played 15 minutes and had 2 points. He went 2 of 2 from the free throw line to get him. He had 5 rebounds, 2 turnovers, in the block. He also had 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and was a minus 10 and plus minus. In this one, he didn't play that much, didn't get a lot of burn, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. We know why. And then P.J. Washington, 29 minutes. He drove the basketball a couple times, and then, he drove the basket a couple times, but he also took a 3. He finished 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, missed the other 2, and finished 2 of 9 from the field because he made a 3 and made a layup. Other than that, he had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover in the block, 2 offensive rebounds, and the personal foul was a minus 23 and plus minus. Cooper Flag, he kept attacking the paint, and he launched a couple threes too. But he only finished 7 of 23 from the field. Sometimes they was contested. Sometimes he didn't get them off cleanly. Sometimes he settled and forced some shots. So it wasn't the greatest shot selection, wasn't the greatest performance from him when it came to trying to score the basketball. But he did take the most shots on the team. And he did also play the most minutes on the team tonight. But he still did get 8 rebounds and 6 assists with only 3 turnovers. He got a steal too. And he almost fouled out. He had a tough time defending too in this one, but he was still trying to make things happen defensively as much as he could for the Mavericks, but he could have fouled out because of that also. And he finished as a minus 17 and plus minus. Max Christie, 29 minutes for him, 12 points, 4 of 9 shooting from the field. He took wide open threes, and he finished 4 of 6 from 3. He missed all of his 2-pointers, though. He had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, no personal fouls. It was a minus 19 and plus minus. And then you look at Caleb Martin. He ended up playing 16 minutes and had 4 points. He went 2 or 3 from the field, missed his only 3-pointer. But at least he scored, and he didn't take that many shots. And his only miss was that 3-pointer. He did have 3 rebounds, 1 turnover. He also had 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, was a plus 1 and plus minus. Najee Marshall, he was mainly attacking the paint and getting close to it, trying to hit little push shots and trying to finish around the rim. He had 25 minutes to do it, and he got 13, which was a good night. And he also finished 6 of 12 from the field, and he made his only 3. He had 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal foul, and a minus 20 and plus minus. And then Musa, 26 minutes, 6 points. He went 3 of 5 from the field. He had 7 rebounds. That was the most off the bench, tied with Brandon Williams. Other than that, he had 1 assist and then 1 steal. 3 blocks was the most on the team tonight. And he also had 2 offensive rebounds, no personal foul, was a plus 10 and plus minus. Klay Thompson ended up playing 18 minutes. He had 19 points. That was a strong performance for him. And he kept him in the game a lot when he was making his shots. He went 7 of 13 from the field, 5 of 11 from 3. And he had the mid-range going a little bit too in this one. He had 1 assist, no turnovers, no personal foul, was a minus 8 and plus minus. Brandon Williams, 19 minutes for him, 11 points. He was the third guy to get in double figures off the bench. And he finished 3 of 8 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 4 assists too. He has been one of their most reliable scorers all season, and he can create his own shot, and he can also play within the flow of the offense and still score. And that's what he had to do tonight. He did have no personal fouls, was a minus 4 and plus minus. Ryan Nembhard, he was trying to score, and he did a good enough job considering that he only played 4 minutes. He had 5 points. He went 2 or 3 from the field, 1 or 2 from 3. The 3 was his only miss tonight. He had no assists, though, and no turnovers, and he had no personal fouls, was a plus 4 and plus minus. A.J. Johnson, 4 minutes, he didn't score a basket or do anything but finish as a +4 and plus minus in the 4 minutes that he played. And the Celtics, this was a game that looked like it was going to be tough and difficult because we were trying to fit in with Tatum and we was trying to find a way to make sure he was a part of the offense. And we did try to figure that out, and it didn't hurt us for giving up a win, and we was able to win in dominant fashion by the end of the game. But Tatum looked it good. I liked it, the fact that he was still attacking the basket. I liked the fact that he was trying to defend. I liked the fact that he believed in his touch and his jump shot, and he got hot a little bit going 5 of 5 from the field. And he still did finish 6 of 16 from the field, which isn't the greatest efficiency numbers, but he also went 3 of 8 from three, and he finished with 15 points. But it's just the other things that he can do. His scoring is going to come. His confidence is going to get built up. That's why I like the fact that he came back with 20 plus games remaining. So he has more time to believe in himself, more time to prove himself before the playoffs start. Some people thought he should come back when the playoffs start. That's too much pressure. That's too much to ask for a person that's been out that much time. And it's good that he can get himself back in shape and get himself back in, confidence wise, mentally. And then, of course, Russ knocked that rust off. And I feel like he was rusty. He took his shots that he likes to take. It didn't work as well as he wanted it to sometimes, but he also showed that it'll work out eventually. Tatum has always been a high volume scorer. So he has never really been a hyper efficient guy when it came to scoring a basketball or shot selection. So we expect him to figure it out as the season continues to go on, and it's up to the coach and the players to make them feel more comfortable and more needed. And I feel like they did that early already, since this is his first game, and I think that it'll help him in the future is all we can hope for as Celtics fans, and I am one for people that don't know. But 27 minutes for him, he had a double-double, 12 rebounds. He actually had 7 assists too, showing you that he was saying, y'all got to move around. Y'all still got to play the way y'all was playing before. And he does give us more space and then more size and more athleticism, because he still looked good out there when it came to running and jogging and moving the ball and moving without the ball. So I think that's going to help us too. And he had 1 steal and 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal foul, was a +20 and plus minus. And having 2 turnovers in 27 minutes is good for a person that hasn't really played at all at an NBA level when it comes to after the injury. Sam Hauser, he was launching threes too, but he only made 2 of them, and that was all his field goal attempts. He had 6 points, had 5 rebounds, no turnovers, and he did get 2 blocks in this game. He had 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, was a 0 and plus minus. But you like the fact that he was taking threes, and you like the fact that he was still trying to fit into the offense and provide that space and then that shooting. You got to take them for people to defend you, and that's why I don't have too much of a problem that he missed a lot. Neemias Queta, he was really good. Everybody was trying to find him because he was rolling hard to the basket or was in the right spots. He finished with 16 points and 15 boards. Double-double for him. We should try to go for a double-double every night. And he did all of that within 26 minutes. He went 4-7, though, from the free throw line. 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 offensive rebound, 2 personal foul, +16 and plus minus for him. Derek White, 31 minutes. He had 20 points. He started making more layups and more jump shots. He didn't try to take too many threes, although he still finished with 7. He went 2 of 7 from 3, so it made sense for him to switch it up a little bit too. And he did still finish 8 of 16 from the field, which is 50%. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and a +23 and plus minus. And then Jaylen Brown, 33 minutes, 24 points, 9 of 17 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. The man can score, and he was getting to the rim. He was attacking hard. He ended up making his mid-ranges. He ended up making a couple threes. Didn't get hung up on the 3, though, in his game. He had 7 rebounds and 7 assists. He only had 3 turnovers. He also got 2 steals, 3 offensive boards, and a personal foul. And he did finish as a +20 and plus minus. And I felt like he was letting Tatum do his thing, and he was still finding spots and times where he can do his too without being too selfish in the ball hog, because Jaylen Brown was leading the NBA in field goals attempted, and he was attempting about 20 plus a game. He didn't even get to 20 at all in this game, even though he only was 3 shy of doing it. It just show you that he's willing to defer a lot more now since he got Tatum back, even though it ain't the Tatum at full strength yet. Maury Williams, 3 minutes. He didn't do anything but finish as a -4 and plus minus. Nikola Vucevic ended up damaging his hand, somewhere on his hand, one of his fingers. and he only played 2 minutes, so he ended up doing nothing for that reason. He was a -1 and plus minus. Luka Garza, 18 minutes, 18 minutes, 10 points. He went 4 of 8 from the field, made 2 threes. So that was good to see. And he went 2 of 6 from 3, and he was able to finish at the rim for the other ones. He had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and all his rebounds was offensive. No personal foul, was a +9 and plus minus. And then Peyton Pritchard, we need some type of scoring off the bench. He provided that. 34 minutes, the most off the bench. He had 18 points, to an 8 of 17 from the field, 2 of 8 from 3. He was able to get to the basket for layups, and then was able to hit some mid ranges. But the 3 ball just wasn't kind to him tonight. He did have 7 rebounds and 6 assists, showing you that he can do multiple things for you. And we love that the fact that he does. 1 turnover, 2 blocks. He's been getting a lot of blocks lately. I don't know how, but he's getting it done. 2 offensive rebounds, no personal foul, +19 in plus minus. Ron Harper Jr., 4 minutes. He ended up missing all of his shots because they all was threes. He's out there for 3-point shooting, just didn't work out for him tonight. He had 1 rebound, no turnover, no personal foul, was a -4 in plus minus. And then Baylor Shireman, 21 minutes for him, 5 points. He went 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. He had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, 1 personal foul, and was a 0 in plus minus. And Hugo Gonzalez, 19 minutes for him, 6 points. He went 2 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. He was able to make his threes, and he was able to play good enough on defense for the time he was out there. He finished with 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. And he also had 2 personal fouls and was a +2 in plus minus. And then the Celtics, they shot 99 shots compared to the 93 of the Mavericks. They shot 47% from the field, while the Mavericks shot 41. 38, I would say 35 threes for the Mavericks. They shot 40%. The Celtics shot 48. They shot 33%. They usually lose if they don't shoot that great from 3, but they was able to use the in-between game to help them out a lot. They had shot 15 free throws. The Celtics did. They shot 67%. And then the Mavericks shot 12 free throws. They shot 83%. The Celtics killed them on the glass, 58-45. That's a 13 difference. And then 29 assists, 23 for the Mavericks. And then 8 turnovers for the Celtics, 10 for the Mavericks. 6 steals for the Celtics, 2 for the Mavericks. 10 blocks for the Celtics, 5 for the Mavericks. 14 offensive rebounds for the Celtics, 8 for the Mavericks. 44 defensive rebounds for the Celtics, 37 for the Mavericks. 10 personal fouls for the Celtics, only 16 for the Mavericks, and that's way more than the Celtics. And like I said, the Celtics did shoot more free throws. They just didn't do a great job of making them mainly cater. Other than that, fun game, exciting game. We got tested a little bit there early. We figured it out. We slowed it down. We got to our spots, got the shots we ended up wanting, and we moved the basketball, and we was doing a good job of just creating our own shots too. And then Tatum was able to start knocking some shots down, and that kept us ahead when we had the lead, and then we was able to extend it and separate ourselves from them and just find a way to stay ahead for the rest of the game. It wasn't easy, but we got it done, and that's all that mattered. This is a game that we should have won. This is a game that we needed to continue to win to try to get that number 2 or 1 seed in the East, and we got it. And now we just got to go against some better competition and see if we can hang with them and just continue to build confidence in Tatum, show him that we want him, show him that we need him, show him that he's a big part of what we do, and he's going to be a reason why we can possibly get another championship. And then the Mavericks, it's just them just playing through. Let's see what Cooper can do. Let's set him up. Let's build his confidence up. Let's see him play better because he was out for that foot injury, and they're just trying to allow him to show that you're the guy we're building around. You're the guy that we're running things through. You're the guy that's going to help us get to where we want to get to. So just look at this as a part of the journey. You're going to have good games. You're going to have bad games. You're going to have dominant games. You're going to have games where you're going to have to pick yourself back up and see that we have your back. And I think that that's important what the Mavericks are doing, and that's what they should do because he looks good and he's playing good. And, it sucks that he sucked tonight. I'm not complaining because I wanted us to win because I'm a Celtics fan. But other than that, Cooper Flag, man, hold your head up. You got knocked out a little bit in this one. You got defended well. Watch the footage, watch the tape, put in the work. You'll be coming back better than ever next year and throughout the rest of the season. And that's all you can really hope for if you're a Mavericks fan. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today with more analysis.